ওয়েলকাম ভিউয়ার্স, ওয়েলকাম টু মাই চ্যানেল। তো চলো এসএসসি জেই পেপার 1 সিভিলের প্র্যাকটিস সেট 4 নিয়ে আলোচনা করা যাক আজ। সো লেটস স্টার্ট।
Question number 101. Material following Hooke's law have linear stress strain curve. Option A is the right answer because the materials which follow Hooke's law have linear stress strain curve. Question number 102. Malleability is the property by which the material can be rolled into thin sheets without rupture. So option C is the right answer. Can be uniformly extended in a direction without rupture. Question number 103. Moment of inertia of a rectangular section having B width and depth D about its vertical centroidal axis is dBq by 12. This is the rectangular section with B depth D. About the vertical centroidal axis, the moment of inertia will be dBq by 12, and horizontal centroidal axis it will be bdq by 12.
Option A is the right answer.
Question number 104. Pick up the correct statement. Option A. Crippling stress depends only upon the geometry and Young modulus of a column. Right. Option B. Crippling stress cannot exceed the crushing strength. Right. Option C. Crippling stress varies parabolically with its slenderness ratio. Right. Option D is the right answer. All of the above. Crippling stress means buckling stress of column. Question number 105. High content of tricalcium in rapid hardening cement imparts high early strength. Option C is the right answer. Question number 106. The effective slenderness ratio of a column fixed at both ends is 0.5 L by R, where L is the effective length of the column and R is the least radius of gyration. Option A is the right answer. Question number 107. The beam shown in the figure is, this is the beam shown in the figure. This is a fixed beam. The total reaction component will be 3 at A and 3 at N B. So total reaction component will be 6, and the degree of static indeterminacy ds will be equal to r minus 3. So 6 minus 3 equal to 3, which is greater than equal to 0. That means the structure is, the beam is stable and indeterminate.
Option B is the right answer.
Question number 108. If the area of tensile reinforcement provided is greater than the required for a balanced section, then the RCC beam is called over reinforced section. Option A is the right answer. Question number 109. The workability of a rounded aggregate for a given water content is good because rounded aggregates require less cement paste for a given lubrication. Option B is the right answer. And also rounded aggregates have less voids. Question number 110. For constructing dams and foundation, the type of cement generally used is low heat cement, Portland blast furnace slag cement, because the amount of heat liberation is very less for this type of cements. Otherwise, the cracks will appear.
Option A is right answer.
Question number 111. If the normal shear stress is less than the design shear strength of concrete, then minimum shear reinforcement is to be provided. Option A is the right answer. Question number 112. The maximum strain in the tension reinforcement in the section at failure shall not be less than Fy divided by 1.15 ES plus 0.002. Option A is the right answer, where Fy is the characteristic strength of steel or yield stress of steel, and ES is the Young modulus of steel. Question number 113. The limiting depth of the neutral axis for a section of effective depth equal to 550 mm using Fe 415 grade of steel is, we know the value of XU limit by D equal to 0.48 for Fe 415 grade of steel. So if we put the value D equal to 550 mm, XU limit will be equal to 264 mm. Option D is the right answer. Question number 114. Acid rain is caused due to which of the following? Sulfuric acid and nitric acid. Option A and B both are right. Option D is the right answer. Question number 115. A crop requires 19 centimeter of water in 14 days. Then the duty of the crop is, we know the relation, delta equal to 8.64 B by D. Delta is the depth of water, which is given 0.19 meter or 19 centimeter, and the base period B equal to 14 days. So duty will be 8.64 into 14 divided by 0.19. That will be equal to 637 hectare per cubic. Option B is the right answer. Question number 116. The method of irrigation adopted at the places where there exists acute scarcity of irrigation water is drip irrigation method, because in this method the wastage is minimized because the water is applied to the root zone of the crops by the network of pipelines. Option C is the right answer. Question number 117. If capital C is the allowable rate of change of centrifugal acceleration, then length of transition curve is given by Ls equal to V cube by CR. Option A is the right answer, where V is the velocity of the vehicle in kilometer per hour and R is the radius of the curve in meter. Question number 118. For the beam shown in the figure, the magnitude of the vertical reaction at A is. This is the beam shown here. So we have to find out the reaction at A. So taking moment at A, summation of moment at A equal to 0. So the clockwise moment will be equal to anti-clockwise moment. So taking moment at A, so RB into 6, which will be equal to the clockwise moment 20 into 2. So RB equal to 6.7 kN, and we know the reaction RA plus RB will be equal to 20 kN. So if we put the value of RB equal to 6.7 kN, RA will be equal to 20 minus 6.7 equal to 13.3 kN. Option A is the right answer. Question number 119. Dissolved oxygen in stream is maximum at noon. Option A is the right answer. Question number 120. The relation between bulk modulus K, Young modulus E and modulus of rigidity G is given by 9kg divided by 3k plus G. Option B is the right answer. Question number 121. The value of Poisson ratio of concrete is 0.2. Option A is the right answer. Question number 122. A mild steel wire is 10 mm in diameter and 1 mm long. If wire is subjected to an axial tensile load of 10 kN, find extension of the load where E equal to 200 into 10 to the 9 Newton per millimeter square. We know the value of del L, or the extension equal to PL by AE. P is the applied force, L is the length of the wire, A is the cross-sectional area of the wire, and E is the Young modulus of the wire materials. If we put the value of P, L, A and E, we will get the value of del L equal to 0.64. Option C is the right answer. Question number 123. The maximum shear force in a cantilever beam with uniformly distributed load W per unit length over the whole length L is at the fixed end. Option C is the right answer. For this cantilever beam subjected to uniformly loading W per unit length, the maximum shear force will be at the fixed end, and it will be equal to, and the value will be equal to W into L, and at free end the shear force will be 0. Question number 124. For unstiffened wave of girders, the thickness of wave shall not be less than D divided by 85. Option B is the right answer, where D is the unsupported depth of wave of plate girder. Question number 125. As per IS 456, in a 2S slab, the width of the middle strip along each span should be. Option D is the right answer, 3/4 of the width of the span in that direction. Question number 126. A column is a compression member, the effective length of which exceeds 3 times the least lateral dimension. Option B is the right answer, otherwise it is a pedestal. Question number 127. The minimum clear cover in mm for footing according to IS 456-2000 shall be 50 mm. Option D is the right answer. Question number 128. In beam, the maximum area of reinforcement in tension reinforcement shall not exceed 0.04 B capital D. Option A is the right answer, where B is the width of the beam and capital D is the overall depth of the beam. Question number 129. The effective span of cantilever slab at the end of a continuous slab is clear span plus half of the effective depth of the slab. Option B is the right answer. Question number 130. A RC column 4 meter long and 400 mm in dia is reinforced by 8 bar of the 20 mm dia. Find the shape load the column can carry, where sigma cc equal to 4 Newton per millimeter square and sigma sc equal to 130 Newton per millimeter square. We know the formula of shape load P equal to sigma sc into ASC plus sigma cc plus ACC, where sigma sc is the compressive stress in steel and ASC is the compression steel area, and sigma cc is the stress in concrete, and ACC is the area of concrete. So area of compression steel will be 8 into pi by 4 into 20 square, because 8 number of bars, so it will be equal to 2513.23 millimeter square, and area of concrete will be pi by 4 into 400 whole square minus the steel area. So we will get the value equal to 123,150.43 millimeter square, and sigma SC given 130 Newton per millimeter square, and sigma CC given 4 Newton per millimeter square. If we put the value into that equation of shape load, we will get the shape load P will be equal to 819.33 kilonewton. Option C is the right answer. Question number 131. The maximum permissible stress for hand-driven rivet in shear is 80 Newton per millimeter square. Option B is the right answer. Question number 132. The nominal diameter of a rivet is 20 mm. The strength of rivet in single shear if permissible shear stress in rivet is 100 Newton per millimeter square is. The shear strength of rivet in single shear will be pi by 4 into d square into tau. Tau is the shear stress in rivet and d is the diameter of the rivet hole, so it will be equal to 20 plus 1.5, and the shear stress in rivet will be 100 Newton per millimeter square. So if we put the value of them, we will get the value of shear strength equal to 36.3 kilonewton. Option C is the right answer. Question number 133. Grit, not grit, girder is a beam. Option A is the right answer. It will be girder is a beam. Option A is the right answer. Question number 134. The variation in declination due to magnetic storms is called
irregular. Option D is the right answer.
Question number 135. A metallic tape is made of cloth and wires. Option D is the right answer. Question number 136. The survey done to locate boundaries of a field and to determine its area is called cadastral survey. Option B is the right answer, not cross-stub survey. Question number 137. Which of the following statements in respect of a map A having scale 1:2000 and another map B having scale 1:10,000 is true? Option A is the right answer. Map A is large scale map compared to map B. Question number 138. The length of a curve whose radius is r and the angle of deflection del is. The length of the curve will be equal to r tan del by 2. Option A is the right answer. Question number 139. The leveling, centering and orientation are work operation of compass survey technique. Option A is the right answer. Question number 140. Broadly spaced contour lines on a map shows that the area is flat. Option A is right answer. Question number 141. Quadratic bearing of a line is south 30 degree west. Its value in the whole circle bearing is. Look, suppose the line is OA. The quadrantal bearing of this line is 30 degree southwest, and we have to calculate the whole circle bearing of this line OA. The whole circle bearing of this OA line OA will be from north clockwise from here to up to this line. So it will be equal to 30 plus 180 degree equal to 210 degree. Option D is the right answer. Question number 142. The ratio of water content minus plastic limit divided by plasticity index for a soil mass is called liquidity index. Option A is right answer. And the ratio of liquid limit minus natural water content divided by plasticity index for a soil mass is called consistency index. Question number 143. Coarse soils generally having large particle size and cohesion length. Option C is the right answer. Question number 144. Tricalcium aluminate hydrates rapidly and has less resistance to sulfate attack. Option A and D both are right. Question number 145. Velocity distribution in a turbulent boundary layer follows logarithmic law. Option A is right answer. Question number 146. The resistance of an aggregate to impact is known as toughness. Option A is right answer. Question number 147. If fineness modulus of a sand is 2.7, it is graded as medium sand. The fineness modulus of a fine sand is from 2.2 to 2.6, and that of medium sand 2.6 to 2.9, and that of coarse sand from 2.9 to 3.2. Question number 148. IRC has specified the maximum value of stripping value of bitumen not to exceed 2%. Option A is right answer. Question number 149. Surge is an example of unsteady rapidly varied flow.
Or surge is the
Surge
moving
occurs
water
when
wave.
water changes abruptly and it is unsteady rapidly varied flow. Option B is the right answer. Question number 150. The volume of voids to the volume of solid is known as void ratio. Option B is the right answer. Question number 151. Aneroid barometer is a device used for measuring pressure. Option B is the right answer. Question number 152. Viscosity is due to the cohesion and intermolecular attraction. Option A is the right answer. Question number 153. Euler's equation represents momentum equation. Euler's equation for steady flow based on Newton's second law of motion represents momentum equation. Option C is the right answer. Question number 154. The dimension of vorticity is rotation per second. So the dimension will be t to the power minus 1. Option B is the right answer. Question number 155. Resultant pressure of the liquid in case of an immersed body acts through which of the following center of pressure? Option B is the right answer. Question number 156. The head loss in turbulent flow in pipe varies approximately as the square of the velocity. Option D is the right answer. Head loss in turbulent flow in pipe is equal to 4 FL V square divided by 2 GD, where D is the diameter of the pipe, G is the acceleration due to gravity, F is the Darcy's friction factor, L is the length of the pipe, and V is the velocity of water. Question number 157. A hydraulic jam occurs in a channel if the bed slope changes from steep to mild and subcritical flow to supercritical flow. Option D is the right answer. Question number 158. The saturated unit weight of a fully saturated soil having void ratio is 0.7 and specific gravity equal to 2.67 is. We know the value of gamma sat equal to G plus E into gamma W divided by 1 plus E. So if we put the value of G and void ratio of G equal to 2.7 and E equal to 0.67 into that equation, and gamma W equal to 10 km per meter cube, the value of gamma sat will be equal to 19.62 km per meter cube. Option C is the right answer. Question number 159. In long and short wall method of estimation, the length of long wall is the center to center distance between the wall, and option B is the right answer. Half breadth of wall on each wall. Option B is the right answer. Question number 160. The plan of a building is in the form of a rectangle with center line dimension of the outer walls as 10.3 and 17.3 meter. The thickness of the wall in superstructure is 0.3 meter. Then its carpet area is. So center line dimension is given of this rectangular plot from here to here 17.3 meter and from here to here 10.3 meter. So we have to determine the carpet area. Carpet area is the floor area where we will cover the carpet. So we have to minus this half breadth of excavation here and half breadth of excavation from here. So total 0.3 by 2 and plus 0.3 by 2 in this length, and in this length minus 0.3 by 2 and minus 0.3 by 2. So the carpet area will be equal to 17.3 minus 2 into 0.3 by 2 into 10.3 minus 2 into 0.3 by 2, which will be equal to 170 meter square. That will be the carpet area, and it is the floor area and inside dimension where we will cover the carpet. Question number 161. The value of the property realized when it becomes absolutely useless except for sale as junk is known as scrap value. Option B is the right answer. Question number 162. While estimating for plastering, usually no deduction is made for end of beams, small openings up to 0.5 square meter, end of rafters. Option D is the right answer. All of the above. Question number 163. Estimate expected to be least accurate is plinth area estimate. Option B is the right answer, and this is because it completely depends on the calculation of the built up area without considering the detailed quantities and specification of the project, and it does not take into account the variation in materials, labor rates, or any other factors that may affect the overall cost. Question number 164. Original cost of a property minus depreciation is book value. Option A is the right answer. Question number 165. Outer projection of a trade is called nosing. Question number
Option A is
166. The
right
part
answer.
of the wall on which the arch rests is called abutment. Option C is the right answer. Question number 167. Pick up the incorrect statement. Option A. Negative skin friction occurs when the soil layer surrounding a portion of the pile shaft settles more than a pile. Right. Option B. Negative skin friction develops when a dense soil surrounding the pile settles after the pile has been installed. No. Option C. Negative skin friction occurs in the soil zone which moves downward relative to the pile. Right. Option D. Negative skin friction imposes an extra downward load on the pile. Right. So option B is the right answer for this question because it is incorrect. Question number 168. According to Dickens formula, the flat discharge Q in Qmax is given by C into a to the power 3 by 4, where C is the constant and A is the area of catchment in hectares. Question number 169. A 60% index of wetness means rain deficiency of 40%. Option B is the right answer. Question number 170. The diameter of rivet hole in tension member using rivet of diameter more than 24 mm will be equal to rivet diameter plus 1.5 mm. Option C is the right answer. Question number 171. Which one of the following will be preferred for a column? ISHB, Indian Standard Heavy Beam, will be preferred for a column. Option D is the right answer. Question number 172. In case of tension member consisting of two angles back to back of same side of gusset plate, what is K equal to? Where A1 is the area of connected leg and A2 is the area of outstanding leg. Option A is right answer. 3A1 divided by 3 within bracket 3A1 plus A2. Question number 173. According to IS 456-2000, the minimum slenderness ratio for a short column is less than 12. Option A is the right answer. Question number 174. Which one of the following is categorized as a long-term loss of pre-stress in a pre-stressed concrete member? That is the loss due to relaxation of strands or cables. Option C is the right answer. Question number 175. A RCC beam of 200 mm width and 300 mm effective depth is reinforced with Fe415 grade of steel. The grade of concrete used is M20. The limiting moment carrying capacity of the beam is. Look, the beam has a dimension of width equal to 200 and depth equal to 300 mm. This is the effective depth from the center of the steel to the top fiber of the beam. So we know the formula of mu limit equal to 0.36 FCK XU limit B into within bracket D minus 0.42 XU limit. This is the fundamental equation of mu limit, and we know the value of XU limit equal to 0.48 D for Fe415 grade of steel. So if we put the value of small d equal to 300 mm, so we will get the value of XU limit, and if we put the value of XU limit FCK equal to 20 Newton per millimeter square, B equal to 200 mm and D equal to 300 mm into this equation, we will get the value of mu limit equal to 49.68 km/meter. Option C is the right answer. Question number 176. A 2-hinge arch is statically indeterminate by 1 degree because 2 hinge for one number of hinge. The reaction component is 2. One is horizontal and other is vertical. So for 2 hinge the reaction component will be 4. So and the number of equilibrium equation available is 3. So 4 minus 3 equal to 1. So the arch is statically indeterminate by 1 degree. Option B is the right answer. Question number 177. Flexibility method is also known as force method. Option A is right answer. Question number 178. Which of the following material has a Poisson ratio more than 1? None of the above. Option D is the right answer because Poisson ratio has a value from -1 to 0.5. Question number 179. The shape of the bending moment diagram for a uniformly distributed load is parabolic. Option D is the right answer. Question number 180. A material has identical properties in all directions is said to be isotropic. Option B is the right answer. Question number 181. The operation of leveling across any river is termed as reciprocal leveling. Option B is the right answer. Question number 182. When lower values are inside the loop of a contour plot, it indicates a depression. Option C is the right answer. Question number 183. The relationship between tropical air Ty and sidereal air Sy is. Sidereal air is always greater than tropical air. Option B is the right answer. Sidereal air is 20 minutes 24.5 seconds longer than the tropical air. Question number 184. Which one of the following is not a retarding admixture? Sodium silicate. It is a accelerating admixture. Option D is the right answer. Question number 185. Pick up the correct statement. Option A. Angular or flaky particles reduce the workability and demand more cement and water to give the specified strength of concrete mix. Right. Option B. Angular or flaky particles produce smoother mix for given water cement ratio. No. Option C. Angular or flaky particles do not affect the workability of concrete. No, it affects. Option C is wrong. Option D. Angular or flaky particles produce a good mix instead of rounded particles. No. A is the right answer. Question number 186. Bulking increases with fineness of aggregate. Option B is the right answer because fine aggregate has more surface area. Question number 187. The degree of workability is medium when the value of slump in mm is 50 to 100 mm. Option C is the right answer. Question number 188. Torsion resisting capacity of a given RC section increases with increase in stirrup and longitudinal steel. Option D is the right answer. Question number 189. As per IS code, concrete should be cured at 27 degrees Celsius. Option C is the right answer. Question number 190. To form steel water pocket in front of canal head, following is constructed. constructed? Dam is constructed. Option C is the right answer. Question number 191. When an irrigation canal passes over a river, the structure constructed is called aqueduct. Option B is the right answer. Question number 192. Garrett diagram for the design of irrigation channel is based on Kennedy's theory. Option A is right answer. Question number 193. Maximum permissible shear stress given in BIS 456/1978 is based on diagonal compression failure. Option B is right answer. Question number 194. From design point of view, spherical pressure vessels are preferred over cylindrical pressure vessels because they have larger volume for the same quantity of material used and they are stronger. Option D is the right answer. Question number 195. Acid in water is caused due to mineral acids, free carbon dioxide, iron sulfate and aluminum sulfate. Option D is the right answer, all of the above. Question number 196. Minimum value of camber provided for bituminous surface hill road is 2.5%. Option B is the right answer. Question number 197. The wall constructed for the stability of an excavated portion of a road on the hillside is known as breastwall. Option B is the right answer. Question number 198. Which type of fall can be generally used for moderate discharge of 40 to 60 cubic and low fall heights of 1 meter to 1.5 meter? That is glacis fall. Option C is the right answer. Question number 199. The yield of a well depends upon permeability of the soil, area of the aquifer opening into the well's area, actual flow velocity. Option D is the right answer, all of the above. Yield means the discharge of a well, that is equal to KIA. K is the permeability of the soil, I is the hydraulic conductivity and A is the area of the aquifer. Question number 200. In reciprocal leveling, the error which is not completely eliminated is due to the refraction. Option C is the right answer.